Hi, guys. This is Marjorie Phoenix. I've got a quick message for you. If you are dealing with something difficult in your life right now, where you have been treated unfairly, you've been victimized, you've been traumatized by someone else, I want you to know that you have a choice. You have a choice that you can either focus on what's happening to you right now and the circumstances of your life, or you can choose to see the seed and the opportunity in what's happening. In my memoir, Who the Hell Do You Think You Are? Here it is right here. You can find it on Amazon. I write about the seed of opportunity during an adversity in my life. In my afterthought number one, page 99, I write, I truly believe our adversity is a seed for opportunity in our life. In The Miracle of the Mind Dynamics by Dr. Joseph Murphy, it reads, the oak sleeps in the acorn, the grand sequoia tree sleeps in its tiny seed. The bird waits in the egg, and God waits for his unfoldment in man. I found that to be so powerful because in something is always something else needing to be birthed. You must start looking at all challenges, obstacles, and issues as a seed for something greater to become. Then on page 101 in Afterthought number 2, I write, there are opportunities in everything and every situation, even though you may not see how. But it starts first with making the decision to push through and push forward towards the open door. Some of us don't see the open door because we're so distracted by the chaos around us. We let our emotions of the circumstances overwhelm us. If there's one thing that I can tell you in this very moment, it is to seize the opportunity. You know, it isn't until we're under pressure that we really find out who we are and the stuff that we're made of. Now, of course, we would prefer to go through life without having to suffer at the hands of someone, but we don't live in a world without suffering. And to be honest, we really cannot and do not come to know ourselves unless we've had some tough times. Now, this is not to belittle or make small anybody's situation. I know many of you have suffered at the hands of someone, and it has been horrific and so painful. Abuse and trauma can range in severity. But what I know from the healing process is that the first step is self actualization, and that never comes without challenges. Now, for someone to hear me say that I now am a better woman, I'm a stronger woman because of what I experienced, it doesn't make sense to them, but it makes so much sense to me now. I love the scripture that says, God turns what's meant for evil and uses it for good. I so believe that. And you will too if you're open to the healing process. This idea is not theoretical. I mean, you can look at my life and countless men and women who have taken their abuse and their trauma and they have used it for something good in the world. They found a purpose with their pain, whether they've written books, wrote movies, gone out and started speaking, started small support groups. Whatever it is, you can see evidence in that in the world. So this is why I created the Pain and Print program. This is a therapeutic writing program. And this is where you're going to get to rediscover yourself through your writing. In the writing process, you get to release the things that are stuck here in your head. Things that you probably wouldn't share with a therapist or with a support group. Things that are even hard for you to comprehend that you're feeling yourself and you're thinking about yourself. But when you start the process in a gentle guided process of releasing those thoughts and releasing those feelings, it's almost like cracking a nut and opening up. The weight just, you feel relaxed. you feel like you can breathe again. The challenges we face are usually the ones that we don't plan for or expect. And I stop and I think about this because there there isn't a time that I don't think about my process and in my writing process, how difficult it was for me in bringing all of that stuff up. Even now, reading my book when I do readings, speaking to people about what happened to me, hearing someone's story that sounds so similar to mine, and then it triggers something, and it's still there. And I don't know if it really ever goes away, but I found a way to stand up for myself, and I found a way to move on with my life. And I know that the writing process that I started that led me to my book is the thing that just opened the doors for me. So I want you to go to my website, marjoriephoenix.com/pain and print, and I want you to see all the details about the program, and I want you to sign up. If you're ready to move forward beyond your pain, um, move from being a victim to survivor to a thriver, then you need to sign up for this program now. And I have a special, it's running just until August 2nd, so time is of the essence, but I can't tell you how important and how critical that process was for me before I could even see clear in what I wanted to do with my life and start to have a vision again for my future. So it starts with you, and it starts with you and facing your feelings and writing and journaling and going through that process. It's a lot easier than looking in the mirror. I can tell you that. But I want you to check it out. And I'd love to help you move forward and push through that pain. Again, marjoriephoenix.com /pain and print. Until next time.